Hello guys, here again, back on the CubeKrowd server. For those of you who don't know, it's the Fed server of our ZipKrowd server and previous and CubeHamster, and it's a collaboration between JL and CubeHamster obviously. And yeah, even though ZipKrowd and CubeHamster both aren't really a thing anymore, this server very much is. As you can see, it's pretty active, and they have an active survival world, and I decided, yeah, I'm gonna play on here. And this is the Survival 2 world, which gets reset every 2 months. And it always has a twist. For example, this time we have insane terrain, as you can see. Not maybe there, but these are pretty new, and you're gonna see some more in a bit. So here we are at spawn. They always build a crazy community spawn. I didn't build anything of this because I just minded my own business. And as well, I've been streaming basically all of the process I've been building on the server here, so if you're interested in me doing that, you should definitely check out my Twitch, it's in the description. And I've been streaming very regularly, like a few times a week, for a few hours, just building on here recently. So yeah, if you want to see me doing that, make sure to follow me there. So yeah, here we are at spawn again, which the people built. Down here we have an insane slime farm they already dug out, and they were busy trying to optimize it for like days, literally, because the spawn rates weren't really all that great. And yeah, it's pretty big, and there's 2 of them. Actually, there's one more here. It's not, I don't think it's done though. Actually, no, it's behind there. It's also done, and they get collected down there. Here's the staircase. There we go. Somebody already crafted slime blocks. Spawn rates weren't all that great, but that's to be expected on a server with like 20 people on, because, well, the mobs get spread out, and the way Minecraft does it, that the more mobs spawn, the more chunks are loaded, doesn't really work that well when 5 people are constantly in the spawn chunks working on it, because then, yeah, the mob cap gets split unevenly, because, for example, when I'm at my base, I get the same amount of mobs than those 5 guys at spawn, and then I get, in comparison, many more mobs than they do. Yeah. Other than that, there's not much more to the spawn. Everything a newcomer would want is here, though, like a chicken farm where you can get stuff, actually free lapis people donate, and enchanting table, and a huge iron farm. Blocky placemate. This guy's also insane. Like, look at this thing. He just 2 days in, he just builds this farm, no questions asked. And since I have enough iron, but I want to get some more, and I mean, this is free iron, as you can see. It's dropping like crazy from up there. We can see them burning. I'm just gonna go here and there we go. Somebody already crafted blocks. Well, these look pretty full too. Yes. Okay, we have enough iron for everybody, so I don't think anybody would mind that I'm taking a block of iron, stack of iron blocks. Okay, but since I didn't build the spawn and there's nothing much to see here more, I'm gonna walk towards my base now and actually show you the progress I've been building, mostly on stream, almost exclusively on stream. So yeah, once again, check out the description for that. Into the nether we go. To the hub. One of the members is also building. This is, I think, is he online? No. But he's the nether hub specialist. He always does them. Like, he's the predestined nether hub builder. And there we go. This, I think it's this one. Yes. Just follow the sick road over the lava lake out of netherrack. So if a gas shoot here, it breaks and everything. As you can see, it's already patched up everywhere. And then there's to end of tie a mod, and towards the right side it's my base, and this is also his. Like, he's been surrounding me in my, what's up there? Oh, block. He's been surrounding me in my base, making settlements on all sides. Crazy guy. Okay, here we are, and now we will also see more of the crazy terrain. So we spawn in this nether portal in a tree which I lit up. Can we go down here into my cozy home cave, which is not organized yet. As you can see, there's lots of random chests everywhere. This one is gonna probably stay also a temporary furnace area, which I'm gonna do later. I'm gonna replace that later. Claim this place, and Drone is also here. This is it from the outside. I started from here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna build in this, and started digging, and this is what came from it. I have this really nice staircase. I'm super happy with. Like, this is the best staircase ever. Temporary horse shelter up here, so it just doesn't escape. Some sort of walkway here that leads over there, and you know, it goes down here to another portal. It's all like not clearly marked as walkways, but there is always blocks everywhere, and you can walk most of the ways. Like, this is also just built. If you go back in again, I actually opened this up. There was like, this is an entire cave. Oh, it's not a cave, but it's like, actually look at the structure. Let's look at the structure we're in. These arcs, arches, arcs. I've been in discussion with the people here what is actually called arches. I think both works. It also sounds fine either way. So these things generate everywhere, and I got 3 of them close. One here, and one there. And I decided, yeah, I want to live in those. And look at those trees. Look at them. They are insane. They're so cool. And they're everywhere. There's like a forest made of these trees. They also give a crap ton of wood. So just chop down 2 of those and you're set for wood for now. Like, I chopped down like 4 for this entire build. Yeah, they give a lot. And I have one on top of this, which I also lit up with redstone lamps and not glowstone, because I like redstone lamps more. And I expanded one of the roots of the tree down into here, into my artificial garden where the root ends, and it has sky access. I haven't had monsters in here yet. I also tried to light it up as well as possible up here. It's not all lit up, but since the mobs are spread anyway, there is like no spawns. I actually haven't had a mob on here, so I think that's fine. We go over the bridge, which was like one of the first diagonal bridges I've ever done, and it turned out really nicely. So we go down here. It's like a hanging bridge. We're gonna look at all of this from below also, because it also looks really cool from below, I think. Back here into the work in progress area. As you can see, there's structures up there too, where I'm building currently. And for those of you who have been long and avid watchers, this should be a familiar sight, because on our first ZipKrowd map in our storage room, we had this exact panel with iron and what was down here? I think 2 iron buttons for each iron farm. We had this exact panel for each of the possible harvestable crops and plants. And to remind me of that, or to pay tribute to our old storage room, I rebuilt this here. And it's actually functional. So if you go ahead, as you can see, there's water streams up here. And this is the same arc as the down back there. We already saw it before. As you can see, let's actually take a look here. Could get a bit side, it would be too low a little bit, but there's the entrance and there's the room, and up there, you know, how it keeps going with the shape. I hollowed out the entire top of this arc and built the farms in there, and yeah, it didn't fit, as you can see, and that's why I had to cover it all. There's nothing behind here, there's just cacti in here. We're gonna go in there in a second, and those are the pumpkin and melon farms. But yeah, I made my best to, or did my best to cover it all up, and I think I managed really well actually. As you can see, like, I really like the looks of this. It looks grown, organically grown into the mountain. It's not finished here yet, but we're gonna come back to it later. At first we're gonna test out the panel. So let's eat something. And which button are we gonna press first? Melons. I get a lag. That's also reminiscent of the old button. If you press them, there was giant lag everywhere. And there they are. Is that all? There might be 2 stacks. Items stack very far in this. So in our ZipKrowd world, we had a really nice stream of melons. Like, they were coming down, streaming down all of this. here they just come down as 1 stack, and 40 seems about right, considering the size of the farm. They're all pretty small, but I'm alone, so I don't need that much. Let's press pumpkin. Lag again. Wait a bit. I can hear him splashing. There they are. 12. So not many have grown yet. What do we try next? Let's try the mushroom. They might not have grown yet. 1. I mean, that means it's working. That means it's working. Brown mushrooms. Also, getting those back in the day was a pain, because you couldn't actually get those by silk touching. If you silk touched one of the big mushrooms. Okay, no brown mushroom has grown yet. I know for a fact they're working though, so you have to take my word for it. Maybe we can try later and get a brown mushroom. Back in the days when we built our old storage room, we had to grow big mushrooms and push them into this panel with pistons. It was a huge task. It was so annoying. Dark clay, or how it's called terracotta now for some reason, delivers cactus if they don't destroy themselves. There's also an issue with this, since cactus they all stack together, and if they bounce into a cactus, all of them get destroyed. But I got a stack here, so it's working as well. Well, this is bad luck I'm getting here. This should work though. This is sugarcane. There's nothing that can destroy the sugarcane, unless I get stuck on the edge, which I hope it doesn't. Okay, this is a very nice case of trying to show it and it's obviously not working. Let's check it out. So it's harvested. Actually, I try to make sure as much as possible. Ah, there it is. I could add fences here actually. Got some. This should make it a little more reliable. Like that. How many is it? 40. Yeah, so it's working. Let's add some fences here. Yeah, while we're down here, we can also look at the. Yeah, I almost wouldn't call it wiring. It's a mess. You know, the organic structure of this mountain made it so that I had to kind of see where I put the farms, where they fit best. As you can see, they're already too big and poking out here. I managed to hide those two pretty well. There's actually supposed to be a lock on this. I don't have one right now. I'm gonna fix that later. One here, one there. And yeah, I already hit them on this side. And I think I managed quite well. I'm liking the looks a lot. Not yet on this side though. But since it's all in the mountain, I had to look where I can go with the redstone without having it being in the way. Or poking it out too much. It's poking out there. I'm gonna hide that too. Until next episode on stream probably. So yeah, if you wanna see me hiding it, once again, plugging my stream, I'm gonna be hiding that. I'm making it all pretty, like hiding this as well. So as you can see, like there's no structure to the farms. They're as close as possible to one another. Just how they fit. Like also the cactus this is off center. This doesn't fit to the pattern, but I managed to make it work with the piston above. Also here, like the wiring. This is the wiring that goes back to the melons. Like these are the melon farms. The glowing pumpkins back there. Those are the light sources for them. These are the melon ones. On the right, left side are the pumpkin. Let me get out of here. These are the pumpkins. And since I also had barely any space for the panel, I really had to go get a redstone on this. Like this is all so messy. If anybody messes up something here or breaks a block, they will never be able to fix it. I hope they don't. I'm just banking on the people that play on here not being, yeah, bad. Okay, so what are we seeing here? there's the panel. I actually designed that in the creative world. You could probably actually take a look at it. I hit chat. It's not working. Whatever. We're stuck here now. So this one, pumpkins, goes up here, up, into this redstone line. This repeater, so this, if there was a redstone line that would interfere with this torch below here. Here another repeater because it would interfere with the other torch, and like I can just keep going, you know. I'm actually proud that I managed to fit it in here because space is so tight cut here. Because those are the mushroom farms, those two, like the everywhere where you can see stone. Below, behind this, and this is all mushroom farms. So I basically had these 3 blocks for wiring this entire thing, for wiring 8 farms, and I actually managed to tangle it all together, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I'm kind of proud, and it's all working. And that is the most important. We didn't see it work too well. I have some sugarcane. I actually want to try how the... Why is this lagging so much? Wow. I actually want to try how the fences make a difference. They should make a considerable difference. It shouldn't be able to push it to the other side. And I might. I'm gonna get you somewhere where I don't destroy redstone. There you go. I'm out of sugarcane. So this up here has to work. I also obviously made sure that it gives a double pulse. As you can see here. The signal comes from here. Straight away goes in there. And then with the pulse, or with the second pulse, it goes through here. It just arrives when this one leaves. So it makes them pulse twice. And I push them with slime blocks. So I have the minimum amount of pistons used. Now how do I get back here? Somewhere back here. We can just take a look at the mushroom farm, I guess. So it's pretty standard mushroom farm. They are growing, like there's mushrooms and they grow to the sides. But since dispensers with buckets need 2 pulses, unlike pistons, maybe pistons would have been actually easier, just thinking about it now. Unlike pistons, where they need 2 pulses to once dispense the water and to take the water in, I needed to make a very long second pulse, and since I didn't want to have huge repeater chains here, I did it with pistons. Or like with a hopper pulse lengthener that then gets detected here. We can just look at it. So first pulse just goes up here, dispenses the water, and now the items are cycling through. That's 25. And as soon as this goes out, I had to make sure I actually catch the pulse. And that wasn't that easy actually, because this pulse is short enough that if I just take it with a repeater, I actually can't use it. Because this is always on with a repeater, and it's too short for a torch, and I can't lengthen it. Like, I can't put a repeater chain to lengthen it. It's just too short for those. So I came up with the idea that I'm just going to use a piston with a redstone block that as soon as this goes out, retracts, activates the redstone, activates these dispensers, and actually it's actually working fine. As you can see also this, it looks really messy, but as you can also see, it's in the mountain and sticking to the shapes of the mountain. Not quite here, but there's leaves here, so that's also very hideable and easy to disguise. I didn't just want to make a platform here and like make it pretty. For this, the function follows the form as long as it's functional. As you can see, the panel also, like the wiring for the panel also sticks out quite far. I think I'm just gonna make like a balcony there or something in the end and hide it that way. We'll have to come up with something, but vines usually hide it very well. So yeah, both work the same way. I have the wiring for this I have below here, because it just made sense, because there was literally no space up there, as you could see. It's below here, but no big deal, since, you know, there's more than enough space below. Got too much? 2. Let's see, maybe they grew now. We can hear the water dispensing, that's why I know it's working, and I also already got mushrooms here. There's one. Hooray. Good. Now we let the stuff grow a little bit. because we haven't pressed this button yet. This is the master button, golden master button. It activates all of them at once. But we have to let the stuff grow a bit in order for that to, yeah, kind of have an effect, because now we wouldn't get much. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna walk around a bit. And we can take a look at the place from the outside and around the place. So this is a bridge from the side and below. And I think the vines add a really nice touch to it. These trees generally look amazing. Like, they just get generated like this on the cliff of this arc, and it's just great. I just lit them up so they look great during the night. Let me get over there. I have enough ender pearls. This as well. Let me get here. I kind of started to go. I kind of started to go more and more crazy over the time with vines. As you can see, that's all overgrown there. I didn't use vines here yet, but I think I hit the window well anyway. I might add some though, a few. But like, this window blends in really well with the frame of the wooden frame here and the leaves. And yeah, all around, as you can see, there's like these insane trees. It's a little worse than a roof forest actually, because these trees are so big, they have monsters spawning under them. As you can see, there's a witch. Just ender pearl down. And as you can also see, there's almost no animals left because I killed them all. I'm very sorry. But coming over to here, there's another biome with little bushes and insane spruce trees, where the leaves seem to have been decaying. It's also happening with these trees. Since they're generated like this, many of the leaves actually don't have any connection to oak wood, so that if you update the tree, they start decaying. Which, you know, you need to be careful. I actually apparently accidentally updated a block here and the leaves started decaying, so I had to place another log below this, I don't know, up here, and add some leaves manually in order to fix that. So what do I want to do now? Maybe we can start a bit with the disguising maybe, and I'm gonna be back with an update and how I actually do it. Alright, I am back. I've gathered some materials, mostly wood. I've also gotten some spruce wood here in order to get some variation into the design. As you can see, I try to make sure to add spruce wood sporadically, yeah, to give it some more structure, and it usually does really well. I'm gonna make some stairs of this too, and some slabs. So we can two more here. There we go. So I can add this spruce wood everywhere and not just as blocks. Let's go up here. So I just want to follow the style of this. I could use some glass paints actually. Glass does make sense here. I have glass, do I have glass paints? I'm gonna make some. The stack should I don't have enough to make a stack, whatever. 48 is more than enough, I'm pretty sure. So my usual go about this is I just try to find an outline. So I want to hide this now, so it does make sense to have a wooden pillar here. For me at least, you know. Everybody builds differently. And now I want to hide this too. I kind of want something to stand on so I can take a look at it. Here, okay, so we have this wooden pillar here. I might actually pull it out a bit because now I can't get depth into it. Because depth is, in my opinion, really important. As you can see, there's lots of depth in here. There's lots of layers. 1, 2, 3 till back there. This wall has 3 layers of depth. So it would make sense, because I want to hide this. I want to have something in front of this to go to down here with the wooden pillar and pillar up. And obviously make it flush down here. That you don't want to have dirt here. That's awkward. Like nobody builds like this. It needs to be solid to the ground, so it actually has logical function as functioning as a stabilitating pillar thing, you know, as a yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, getting up here again without falling. This is a little awkward, I must say. We can add wood here, have a stair there, another stair there. But now we can see the redstone, so I'm gonna turn the stair. I don't want to see the redstone. It's fine if I can look in there a little, but I don't want to see redstone. Upside down stairs probably do well. I'm in a vine, so I'm gonna go up like that. And probably add some more wood here. Wood makes the wood makes sense. Jokes aside, making it flush down here again, sticking to my own principles, and you know, add some wood down here as well because it adds structure to it. You know, the dirt can stay, but wood here down here, you know, just mixed up a bit. So it looks like something. Back there, maybe spruce. No, definitely not spruce. Is this necessary? No. Maybe spruce like this. Also definitely not spruce. It's lots of try and error, obviously. Up here. No, at least not spruce logs. Maybe these could work. Or was one of them. To make it look a bit random. Yeah, this could be fine. Same here. Don't want to make it the same. I'm gonna do it like, oops, there was a vine there apparently. I'm gonna do it like so. So we get some variation in there as well. Not falling. Hopefully. Jump, jump, jump. And now for the overhanging ceiling, what do I drop these? Make them like that. Do I have fences? I need fences. Fences are essential in this. I'm just gonna make a crafting bench up here. Get some sticks going. Have those here and those around. No, those are fence gates. Whoops. Hello? Okay. Nice crafting window. Yeah. How can I have them up there? But I can have one here and do it like that. So we have this step. Add a block here maybe? No, but a half slab. And definitely another log behind it. So I mirror this look. And then we can, do I have some dirt? I have dirt. I was gonna fill this up like I did back there. Dirt like that. And now make the transition to the dirt fluent with wood. And stairs. Do I have stairs in my hotbar now? You know, you can also go like this, have the stair curved. Curve it in here. Then go over to wood again. And then last but not least, very importantly actually, like these, add some leaves. These add a lot of structure to the build. Up here is not done yet. I think I'm gonna place an entirely different building up here later. But I have leaves everywhere. I need my shovel. And I have to also extend them to the ground. Like they're sprawling all over, like they're the big vines. And actually, by last but not least, add some actual vines, like so. Well, why is this alive? What? This shouldn't be a thing. Go away. Better. Nice side effect of vines, you can usually find a way to crawl up your build, like that. Take a look on top, and now if we stand here and have a look, we have one more, we don't really see much actually. So we go and ender pearl out to the tree, since there's more than enough trees. And yeah, the corner's hidden now. I'm gonna finish this. Same style. But now you know how I decorate my builds. Alright, I think I'm done with this part. It's night now, so you can actually see very nicely what I did. There's some bit open there, but I hid it with leaves, so there's some light coming through. There's the another window where the pistons are, where there is no seam of the actual machine. So this is all cosmical changes, cosmetical changes to the area. It's not habitable, obviously, since there's the machines behind there, or the farms. And let's just go down there to have a look at it during night. Yeah, I'm actually liking this. The vines will go down there, make it flow really nicely into the mountain. I'm gonna hide this on stream, probably. Not today anymore, or I mean, depends where I upload it. Just check it out. Maybe I'm done when you check out the stream. Who knows? But yeah, we have done that. And since I've spent some time here now to finish everything, let's take one more trip down memory lane and press the big golden button. And hope I don't have enough inventory space. I actually want to grab it all. So drop the melons. We should get 6 items, assuming everything has grown. Big lag is happening. Yep, stuff is definitely moving up there. Mushroom. Melons. No sugarcane. Sugarcane, please. What happened to it? Okay, I want to actually troubleshoot. Oh. Well, I messed it up here. I placed them too high. Obviously, this is not gonna work. They need to be here. I don't want to know how many people already noticed that when I placed them. Whoops. My bad. It should be fine here. Yeah. And then once again landed on the edge. Oh my god. 53. It doesn't happen all that often. If it does, it's annoying. But there's nothing I can do about it. So, it's... Unless you guys have an idea how I make it so none sugarcane will land on the edge, let me know if you have an idea. In order to fix that, I will gladly implement it. And now let's just reset the sugarcane buttons in order for the slime blocks to be in the correct position. And sort away the mushrooms, the sugarcane, the melons, the pumpkins, and the cactus. Okay. That being said, thanks a lot for watching my first episode on the CubeKrowd server. If you want to join, the address will be in the video description. You will not be able to play on this map though, at first. You're gonna have to go onto the creative world and redeem yourself by building something. Since this world is basically vanilla, so none of these chests are protected. As you could see at spawn, I can open every chest. This is entirely trust based. And also community based, obviously, therefore. So, as you can see, if you join, you will be a guest. Fill your plot on the creative world and then you can join and play with all of us. We're 19 people on right now, it's very active. And especially very nice people. So yeah, hope to see you on here. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.